Hello and welcome back to the Beaglington review, and this time round I'll be reviewing this. It's a Hornby R Maunsell kitchen dining first class coach. So yes, welcome back to the Beaglington review. I bought this SR kitchen dining coach to go with my southern rake here. And it's the R4816 SR Maunsell Kitchen Dining First Class Coach 7865. So I'm going to take it over to my desk now and I'll unbox it, tell you a little bit about it, and then test it out with my other SR olive green Maunsell stuff. And I'll put it through that awkward points bit again that I did with the Oxford rail wagon and see if it will go through. So we'll get on and do that. So yes, here we are on the desk with the new coach. As you can see, it says restaurant car on the side of it. Because it's obviously a kitchen and dining first class coach. So I'm going to open it now and we can have a look at it. And I've wanted one of these for a while. They came out in 2018, or they were announced or introduced in 2018 by Hornby. This one is from 2021, and it was designed by Richard Maunsell and is the diagram 2656. I did some Googling and found lots of very complicated things to do with refurbishing them and stuff, but these ones were built around 1932 to 34, and the livery is an olive green, which is suitable for the late 30s, the 1940s, and you can see in the window already they've got table lamps and curtains printed onto the glazing, and the double doors here where they would have taken the supplies for the kitchen into the pantry area, I suppose, through a different vestibule to the one that the passengers would have used. And there could be about 25 people, 25 people sat at the tables. And then the other end was all the pantry and the kitchen. And so if I bring it to the camera now and show you the inside of it with a bit more focus, you can see there's white tablecloths inside and lamps. The lamps don't light up like they would on the Pullmans, but it's not really too much of an issue. You probably wouldn't be able to use a mag light to light the coaches though, because that would probably turn out looking a bit unrealistic, because you wouldn't have the light coming down from the table lamps. But there's nice printed detail of the inner handrails on these windows. So, and actually this window here appears to be open, this window vent, whereas the other ones are all closed. So that's a neat bit of detailing, and the same on this side as well. So I got this coach off of Hatton's for £29 as a bargain, because the RRP is £58.49, so that's nearly £30 off the RRP. The other ones on the website are still expensive, but £29 for this level of detail on a coach is probably a pretty good deal, because obviously there's extra ventilation things on the roof because it gets very hot in the kitchen, I would know, and underneath you've got all the extra tanks and things from all the, I suppose, like the kitchen appliances will be using gas, I suppose, and you've got the other tanks and things, and the couplings are the kinematic Hornby ones, and the bogies have a lot of detail on them, which is quite cool. And obviously at the end there's lots of small detailed writing. Let's see if I can get my camera to show it. And the buffers are they're actually sprung as well, which is quite cool. So yeah, I've got this to go with my Maunsell coaches, but it wouldn't actually match up with those in a real life rake, but that's not really too important to me, because it's a similar livery, it looks pretty good, it's Southern Railway, so that's cool. But my Maunsell coaches have close couplings fitted throughout the rake, and you do get some of these with the coach. So, but I'm going to test it with the tension locks first, and then I'll change it over and put it into the rake, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll go take it down to the railway in a minute. But yeah, an absolute bargain. Because I don't normally buy new coaching stock that often, so I thought I would spoil myself on my birthday. So I'm going to put this on the railway now. Right, well, the coach is now on Beaglington-On-Sea, and it's already coupled to the rear coach of the train, or the rear coaches. I've set it up with 2 coaches to begin with, rather than the 3 Maunsell coaches I already have, because I took a weight out of my M7 about 2 years ago or a year ago or something to fit DCC to it, and they never did it. They never put back the weight. So I don't know how easy it's going to be for the M7 to pull the coaches because it's got less weight in it. But also, I don't have any larger, smooth running olive green locomotives. So we'll deal with the M7. And so I'm going to let it couple up now, and we'll see if it will work. I don't know if it will because it's on a second radius pull. We'll push it back off sea. There we go. Does it actually couple up quite well? There we go. And there's no problems getting up to speed there anyways. Right, so the M7 and the dining coach are now on the inside line. I'm going to perform the test with the sidings to see whether it can negotiate the curve. So there you go. It made it, but the M7 didn't. But I think that might be down to the M7. We'll see now. Can we couple up again? There we go. Right. Nope. It's a bit springy, that one. There we go. So, it goes out through those points perfectly fine. Oh yeah, it was just the M7 being silly the first time. So that yeah. So the M7 is causing issues there, not the coach. So that seems to have worked pretty well. So I suppose I'll get the other coach and I'll add the close couplers for putting it in the middle of the rake and see how it goes. So there we have it, close coupled and fitted into the rake of the other Maunsell coaches, and I've added the other coach now, so I can now start the train up and see how it performs with this. I've put it between the two, the first coach and the third class coach, with the table end towards the first class coach. So I'll just bring it round and let it run past again and then get it out onto the line in the other shots. Now, as you can see, the different roof furniture on the top of the coach, and it's a darker grey than the other coaches, so it obviously doesn't match perfectly, but if I could get some of the third class dining car saloons, those coaches would be quite cool. they would match it. But they're also still kind of at the same price point as the RRP, so I can't afford those yet. They've just temporarily popped it onto Project Aldwin just to show how it looks, because I think it looks really, really good. So I put it up against some probably better scenery than on Beaglington-On-Sea, and yeah, it really looks the part. I can hear that one of the coaches just seem to have some squeaky wheels on the corners, and I think it might be the restaurant coach. I really love restaurant coaches and the idea of having them in a train. I'd love to get one of the new BR Mark 1 ones to go in one of my Mark 1 brakes, but unfortunately I just can't afford it yet. I'll have to wait and see if one comes up second hand. Right, well, I've pulled aside the restaurant card just to show you the writing, which is yellow with black shading, and also to point out that these windows here have like a frosted glazing on them. The grab rails on the door here and over here, they're both separately fitted pieces, it looks to be. There's a gap between the coach body and the handrail, but these handles I think are moulded into plastic. And then on this end of the coach, which I'll try and zoom in on, you'll see that there is individually fitted handrails here, and then you've also got a protruding lamp iron here, and the steps, and there's another handrail kind of thing over here. So the detailing on this, as I've said, is very, very nice. So there we are. That runs quite well, all things considered, with my track work and my Ball AM7. But I better do a quick test and see how free rolling it is. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick free rolling test. I'm going to start it with a slight push from halfway around my second radius curved end and see how well it rolls. 1, 2, 3. There you go. With a slight push, it made it all the way around one half of the layout. So yes, that was the Hornby R4816A restaurant car. It's a SR Maunsell green coach, and it's fantastic. The level of detail is fantastic. It's been out 4 years, so you should be able to pick one up pre-owned cheaper, or pick one up at the ridiculously low £29. So it's like nearly half the price from Hatton's. But anyway, you should be able to get them cheaper than the £58, I should hope. That's the RRP, but well done Hornby, because it's a fantastic model. So I'm looking forward to running this more often. So yeah, that's all for this Beaglington review. Don't forget you can subscribe, and you can find other Beaglington review videos in the playlist. You can like and you can share, so share to your friends if they like model railways, if they like restaurant coaches, if they like restaurants, or just share to them anyways and say, hey, look at this video. But until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.